Nation of Fit and 10, welcome to day 13. Day 13? No, it's not day 13. It is day 57. We've got 13 days to go. And we're in the last day of the teens in terms of, time left. A couple of days of the double digits and then single digits. Kind of crazy. Final 2 weeks here. A lot can still happen, right? It's the courage to continue that counts ultimately, right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Every day counts, 1 foot in front of the other. This person writes, in a real funk right now. Did steps work out at UBC because Grouse Grind is still closed, and was struck by how much worse my fitness levels are compared to 2 months ago. My legs were stiff and sore the next day too. Okay, so one thing I will say here is never judge your fitness by one workout. All right, listen, you will have times where you go into workout. Happens to me where things are just not, they're just not functioning like they normally do. Happens to everybody. It's never a continuous increase in fitness levels, or it's never a continuous line for that matter. Okay, you're never just maintaining. You're always going to be ups and downs. It's just the way it goes. Hopefully, the trend over time is an upward trend. Okay, just like in weight loss. Okay, when you're trying to lose weight, it's never just a complete downward trend. It's never a completely always going to show as down, down, down. But through time, the trend should be down, right? So, keep that in mind. Now, one thing I want to say, or one thing I noticed here is, I see that you've only done one resistance-based workout this week, and I know I have not seen you in class, although I don't teach the evening classes, typically speaking. So I'm going to really encourage you to get into class. Now, you mentioned that you're in a funk. So to me, this kind of sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you might be thinking about it, but you're just sort of neglecting it. My suggestion to you is to put this into your calendar and just don't think about it and just show up and make it happen. Just schedule in your workouts. I don't want you to think about it. It's just an appointment that you have to attend, and you just go to it and you do it, and that's it. Okay? So get into the resistance-based classes, especially the in the gym classes. These are game changers. Okay? You're basically providing your body with a stress it's just not used to, especially with the intensity that is applied. Intensity meaning load, essentially. That's really what we mean. That's really what the traditional term intensity means. And this is, again, something your body's not used to, and is really, really important, especially as we get into our 40s, 50s, 60s, and onwards. Okay, so make sure you get into those workouts. Okay. All right, let's do one more question here. One more question. Okay, I'm doing great for time. Martina got us to do this protraction, retraction thing with our back muscles during one of the classes. I think I can do it while standing up, but struggle to do it in the tabletop or plank position. Can't seem to move those muscles without bending the arms. Please guide. Okay, so when it comes to retraction, protraction of the shoulder blades, that's the closing of the shoulder blades or the opening of the shoulder blades. Okay, it's this motion. I'm trying to block out the camera here. It's my shoulders coming forward. Notice my arms will not bend here, and my shoulders coming back. Okay, so look at my arms move here, forward, back. Okay, maybe I'll show you from the side. So I'm here, shoulders forward, shoulders retracted, shoulders forward, shoulders retracted. Nothing's happening at my elbows. Now, this takes some time. Generally, you will not have good control over this. Okay, same with the downward rotation and upward rotation of the shoulder blades, which we do in class hanging. So this person actually doesn't do our classes. So and I don't know if Martina has you do this, but it's the same idea. Basically, having the ability to really manipulate the position of the shoulder blades, whether it's up or down or back and forth, this is just practice. This is just practice. So get used to, doing it a little bit. Okay, so do your best without bending at the elbows to move the shoulder however much you can. So maybe it's just going to be something like this in the beginning. Very small movements. A couple things you can think about doing here when you are doing the shoulder retraction. Think about pinching a pencil with your shoulder blades, driving your chest to the floor. Okay, so trying to close your shoulder blades together. You're pinching a pencil together. When you do the protraction, the opening of the shoulder blades, think about trying to drive your chest upwards, okay, towards the ceiling, and then trying to spread out your shoulder blades, all right? And just get as much range that you can without bending at the elbows, and just practice it over and over again. You will get better at this. You will gain more range of motion, okay? Okay, message of the day. And by the way, I'm getting very close to being right up to date with your guys' questions. So I'm almost at the very end. So I basically answered everything to date. So if I missed anything, please let me know. All right, on this day 57, your potential, the absolute best you're capable of. This is a metric to measure yourself against. All right, so just a reminder, don't compare yourself to anybody else. Compare yourself to what your very best is. Now remember, through time, we can get better. So our best can get even better through time, right? But this will only happen if we challenge our boundaries, all right? I believe that we are all capable of way more than what we believe. And so my challenge to you is to try to, whatever you think you're not capable of doing, and I've mentioned this before in other messages of the day, but whatever you think you're not capable of doing, I want you to say, no, I am capable of doing that, and I will do it. All right? And this is one way to really improve your self-belief and confidence, right? It's proving to yourself that you can do something that you thought you couldn't do. So I'll just add another piece to this. Remember, anyone can win. That is, anybody can be super successful at anything. But not everyone is the best possible version of themselves, and there's a difference between those two. All right? So really shoot for pushing your boundaries. All right? Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude. Heading out of the teens into a couple days left of the single digits, and then we're in the final phase, right? The end, or I guess we could say the final sprint to the end, right? All right, you guys, stay focused, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.